Alright guys, today's project to knock out is get this redone so I can start doing my engine stuff and all that in here. Of course, and me and fucking parts and pieces everywhere. But I don't know if you can tell how wavy the floor is, but you see that move? Probably jump through it if I wanted to. Yeah, you can tell the hump in it right there. So all this has got to come out. I'm putting 3/4 back down. As opposed to this down. Well, that might have been a 1/2 inch. OSB, I got 3/4 plywood to put in here. I got to pull this shelf down because it's sitting on the floor. Of course, I'm going to have to cut and scab all the way around it because this building was built right and it was built on top of plywood. Well, I guess it was kind of built right. I don't know. But my sweaty ass is fixing to take a break. So I've been cleaning this thing out for 3 or 4 days now. Finally got most of the junk gone. So get the floor ripped out of it, get a new floor in it, and reload it. Organize it how I want to. Alright guys, I'll holler at y'all in a little bit. Guys, so today we're going to be cleaning up the Holley 750 and the Edelbrock 650 AVS and getting them put back together. We're going to start out with the Edelbrock, I reckon, so I can go ahead and get all these little BS parts put back in and not lose nothing. And we'll move on to the Holley 750. I'm doing it now because I don't know if I'll add this in with the shed video or after the shed video. Probably after. But the shed's in the direct sunlight, heat of the day. So we're gonna just wait on that a little bit and clean these parts. You see this one's out of that parts carburetor. You see how nasty and it is. So we'll come back to you when all this stuff's cleaned up. Now, I'm not going to say I'm going to bring back the Endura Shine finish or nothing like that. I'm going to clean up the outside carburetor body. I'm going to clean up the inside of the carburetor body. Spray out all the dirt and the muck. And put it back together and hopefully it'll be right to run. I don't have nothing I needed on right this second that needs one to run. So, to be continued, I guess. Either this one or that one will be going on the motorhome and the other one will be going on here. So, alright, we'll holler at y'all later. Alright, y'all. So, we got it all cleaned out. Got the parts cleaned up. Don't even look the same, does it? That's the one that was all goopy and brown a minute ago. So, I'm about to take this razor blade, cut these gaskets open, and start assembling. I'll bring y'all back. Alright, I got all my Venturis gasketed. Now to drop them in. Which they pretty much slide in. And you screw them down, front and back. Where to put my other front? There it is. There's no specific sides that I can remember. Slide them in. Same with your rear Venturis. Get your bolts. Get your Venturi. Look at my ugly mug for a second, or the umbrella rather. Put the bolts in the Venturi. Set the Venturi in the carburetor. Bop. And then, God, Maggie, making all that racket over there. I gotta clean the other screw for this Venturi, but that's your basics. Can y'all see if that gasket's lined up in there? Let's turn on the light, see if we can see it. Yep, the gasket's lined up. We're good to go. So I'm gonna assemble these and then turn around and put the jets back in. All that good jazz. So come back to y'all in a minute. This be a lesson to even me. The anti-slosh doors for the floats here, yeah, I put those in backwards. I gotta turn those around. Another note, if you're building an edlebrock, always undo your caps for your drop rods. That way, if they don't hit centered, you don't bend them. Because you kind of got a limited access there. So, let me move these around and I'm going to continue putting this carburetor together, including that aggravating quadrajet style accelerator pump. So, I'll holler at y'all in a minute. When you go to screw your covers over your drop rods, you notice your drop rods ain't dropped. So basically you just got to bounce them a whole bunch of times until you feel them drop and then hold them down, and which that one just tried to jump out on me. But hold them down and put your plate over top of them, such as I've done this one. The plates are side to side unless you take them completely off, and then all you got to do is flip them over and they're the same plate. But more in a minute. As of last night, I had not pried off the metering block. And if you look there, there's backfire proof and damage. So yeah, it backfired and caught the carburetor on fire apparently. So yeah, this is the Holley 750.